Hello. This little one's bothering me. Yeah? Yeah? Welcome. It's time for more Fun Fancy. And a new event just came out the other day. Yesterday? Yesterday. Queen says hi for ya. Anyways. So we're gonna do the little lady say event. We're gonna do our cactpots, and then we'll see where we get to today in the story. Freya is climbing even further on me because I have a burger, and she thinks it should belong to her. Which it doesn't, but she's pretending to be cute about it. Anyways, dog distractions. Yeah, let's get into it. We'll talk while we play. I've had a hell of a day so far. So I get up this morning. I forgot to buy milk yesterday, so I didn't have milk to make my coffee this morning, which sucked. Fine, go to Starbucks, get a coffee on the way to work. All's good. Show up to work, and the office that has the alarm box to turn off the alarm, the door got shut and it auto locks. So then I'm scrambling to go find the key that's hidden somewhere else to get the door unlocked to turn off the alarm before I can start my day. Get in, just barely start counting cash, and our delivery shows up an hour before opening. It usually comes about an hour after opening. So 2 hours early before I'm ready for it. So now I'm also scrambling to deal with getting the order in the door and the cash counted before I have to open. Which is also insanity. We have 6 pallets, so that's about how much can fit into our building. But we still had 2 more pallets of beer coming. So we had to speed unload the pallets. It's fine. Then I go to upload our invoice so I can go and make all the new products and everything, get everything received. Except for the invoice upload thing isn't working. So then I spend like the next hour trying to troubleshoot that shit. And then there's an accident on the highway, not where I had to drive necessarily, but it caused backup on the road my work's on, because everyone was trying to avoid the highway, or at least the part of the highway with the accident, and go somewhere else. So I got stuck in traffic before I could go home. I need to get gas, but I wasn't getting out of that traffic jam to get gas, so now I'll have to go before work tomorrow morning. So nothing went precisely as planned today. Hey, perfect score. Do I really need to be putting all this shit up? No, but a lot of it is crafting things that people try and power level their crafters through the low level shit are just like, yeah, I'll just buy everything off the market board. It's fine. It's cheap. Whatever. Make all the guild from selling the most random shit on the market board. Hurry up! How are you constantly tangled in my headphone cord? It's me, Adimus. No prizes here. No, I don't have to remember where Little Lady Stay is taking place this year. Is it in Molda? Feel that's like where it typically is. Okay. You know, let's go this squeaky armor to go hang out for Little Ladies Day. Does the Gold Saucer have a special airship that is open to the public that they're allowed to take to the Gold Saucer? Because you use the airship ticketer to get there, it's all like... in theory through here, but airships aren't necessarily normally open to the public. I don't know why I came up here. Oops. Oh well. Look at all the Sakura. Which direction am I facing? Yeah, I know. I just wondered if the Mandervilles got a special license, particularly to like fly one to and from the Gold Saucer, which I'm not saying isn't likely. It's very likely they found a way to do that. He could. Queen, did you forget that I don't have anything fun on my channel? I'm a boring basic ass bitch that doesn't do all the sound alerts because that sounds like a lot of work. Well met, adventurer, and welcome to Little Lady's Day festivities. Allow me to introduce myself. I am known as the Royal Seneschal. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it is now. It is my duty, and the duty of all who take on the role of Seneschal this season, to help grant the manifold wishes of ladies across the realm, that they might be pampered as princesses for a day. Such is Little Lady's Day. Such is Little Lady's Day tradition. Have you partaken in this year's concert yet, my friend? The songbirds and the Seneschal Prince are, as ever, our shining stars on stage, and they have been fucking hell, go away, go away. They have been practicing oh so diligently for the event. I do not know what it is. Okay, it's that mostly cloudy thing that will sometimes just, if I wave my cursor down on my bottom bar, sometimes it brings up this like island that blocks half my screen, and then it won't always go away easily. My, how marvelous! What a sensation! The songbirds and the Seneschal Prince's performances have propelled their popularity to a fever pitch. Their economic exploits have defied every expert's expectations. As they balance billions of gillion gains, the masses cannot help but contemplate. Why do folks flock to them? What force drives this formidable fountain of funds to flow? Ahem. Forgive me for my, ricose rambling. I'm Dural Thurl, renowned reporter of the Mithril Eye. I mean to gather information on this prominent performers and pen a piece for the next publication. I could scarcely ask for a more perfect opportunity for promotion. Where the Mithril Eye goes, fame and prestige is bound to follow. The songbirds and the Senate princes will be thrilled to hear of this. 1,000 thanks! Then, without further fanfare, I shall solicit the citizens of the city-state for their feedback. Though, now that I think on it, my tendency to focus on the financials might poison a piece perspective, so to speak. An objective observer would be ideal. say, like a passing adventure? Why, yes! Your impartial input would be not but a benefit. Permit me to brief you of the performers, then. The knowledge will doubtless prove useful reference for your upcoming report. Shall I begin with the songbirds? The pride and joy of the little lady's day. Our talented trio consists of Ulala, dressed in crimson, then we have Darumi, clad in yellow, and of course, Masha Mahakaraka, donning blue. They have come far from their humble beginnings, and their tireless efforts have recently borne fruit. Of late, their concerts have taken the realm by storm, winning countless new fans across Eorzea. And 'twould be remiss of me not to mention Picard, our dancing seneschal, Prince of Violet. He's the newest addition to our little lineup, and he's a rising star in his own right. He stole many a heart's last Lady's Day. They inspire one another as well as the crowds in equal measure. Their musical prowess is fresh spring breeze, breathing a new life into the celebration as we know it. This year, we shall be outfitting concert attendees with a unique line of themed apparel and illuminations for the occasion, complete with matching colors for each member of our merry band. So, you appeal to all audiences, allow spectators to support their favorite singer? A sound strategy. Meanwhile, your prize performers pinpoint their most passionate fans in the process, making for more memorable experiences. With that, I believe I have enough to embark on an excursion. When you're set to search the city for some tried and true testimonials, simply say the word. Let the collaboration commence. To begin, I suggest we search away from the stage, so as not to startle any spectators. Perhaps we may pursue possible learnings in the perimeters of Gate Nald. So we seek out and speak to the songbirds and Senal shirts, shall we? Something really funny about, Mighty wearing a fan shirt and cheering. Keen to learn about the favorite songbirds, you say? Well, we here are the Ulala faithful. Gods, where do I even begin? Presence on stage is second to none, and her warm smile can melt even the coldest hearts. She may be small, but the power in her voice more than makes up for it. And that's to say nothing of her passion for her fans and the music. That's why she dons such a fiery red hues. I speak for us all when I say you would do most anything for her if she asked with that winsome smile of hers. They are small yet esteemed singers, stunning stagecraft stirs their sentiments, you say. Duly noted. I suppose I could sympathize. Oh, you're interviewing folks on Peace for the Songbirds and Seneschal Prince? Oh, I'd love to participate. I'm a Masha fan through and through. She has the most amazing voice, and there's something about the way that she dances that really speaks to me. You can tell she puts pride into every facet of her performance, and it never fails to take my breath away. In fact, her dedication inspires me to be more mindful in my day-to-day living. Even with something as descending the stairs, I often find myself thinking, I must be careful. Masha needs me. Speaking of dedication, I hear Masha's coming up with one of the limited time dishes to be served at the quicksand. We ought to sample it for ourselves. Now, Masha's perseverance proves a particular sense of purpose past performances, extending into every day. Fascinating, all of it. With that, I assume we've accounted for those aficionados in the area. However, if that Masha fan tells true, those seasoned songbird snacks are bound to bring multitudes to Mistress Momodi's establishment. Come, let us continue our quest at the quicksands. Ah, you're reporting for the Mithril Eye, are you? Well, you've doubtless ascertained I'm one of Narumi's fans. Though she may be the most demure of the three songbirds, she harbors a quiet strength and endless compassion that we cannot help but cherish. She approaches her art so delicately, so exquisitely, that it feels as though she is speaking to all her fans as individuals. It compels us to support her in her every endeavor, that she might know happiness in the spotlight. So Narumi employs a subtle yet sincere approach. Imagining such a saintly smile on stage, I can certainly see the appeal. Asking about the stars in the little lady state? Well, you've come to the right place. Most folks are head over heels for the songbirds, but I've only got eyes on the Picket. His debut last Little Ladies Day really won me over. As seneschal prince, he takes it upon himself to treat his fans like royalty. He's incredibly handsome, of course, but his honeyed words, that sweet little smirk, are the highlights of his every show. Would that he could be my prince every day. Oh, and when you shine his violet illumination in the crowd, he does notice. Even if you're the very, very back row. Last ladies say he winked in my general direction. And, well, even if he didn't actually wink at me, I'd like to believe it was so. Mere thought of Picard's past productions is enough to make most fans swoon. A true testament to his talent. And if the rumors are true, he strives to serve all his fans. Be they ladies or lads or little ladies. Which means there's hope yet that I too can be a princess under his sovereign smile. Ahem. As assumed, our performers possess a fiery fan base. With this wealth of wisdom, I am well prepared to write. But one thing struck me as strange. While we were wandering, I espied an elegant young lady surveying the songbirds and seneschal's stage from afar. I'm interested in interviewing her as well, if she is so inclined. Shall we sally forth and see what she says? This guy really likes his alliteration, doesn't he? Greetings to you both. I don't believe we've met. I'm Aldith Thorn, Is there aught I can assist you with? Such serendipity! A scion of the honored House Thorn! I have heard that your house has contributed a substantial sum in support of these festivities. Come to celebrate and see the show, I gather? Indeed. On behalf of House Thorn, and out of my own curiosity, I wish to behold the annual concert with my own eyes. 'Tis heartening to know the annual performances have blossomed into such a passionate showcase of song and dance. Would that I could join the audience and show my own support. Though you are hale enough to travel this day, I must advise against it, my lady. We cannot risk worsening your condition. Alas, it is as Rudolph says. I have not the strength to sway to the rhythm and jump about as I please. But from this vantage point, I can at least gaze upon the stage and the audience from afar. A rather enlightening experience, all told. Even from this distance, it is easy to tell how much the performance means to all of them, how joyful they are. All are. I dare say their energy is contagious. Delight and devotion take many forms. If these crowds can find happiness by supporting their beloved singers, if we can garner their interest in this holiday, but even for a fleeting moment, then I could ask for little else. A poignant point you make, my lady. And it is, as you ascertained, all who answer our inquiries delight in describing their preferred performers, each selecting to celebrate in their own way. There is no correct answer as to how to celebrate the season, for only together could they make Little Lady's Day a fine festival it has become. Such is likely significant source of the singer's success. I must thank you thoroughly for your thoughtful theories. I shall serve as the fine addition to my article. They are merely fleeting thoughts as I enjoyed the performance. I am pleased they could be of use. I wish you both a delightful Little Lady's Day. I owe you one for your commitment and cooperation. Indeed, I've amassed all manner of ardent accounts from the fans. Some show support by cheering in cacophonous cries to the stage, while others watch wistfully from a ways off, or make merry by feasting on festive foods. As the performance popularity proliferates, so do the perspective methods to please their fans. Merriment made for one's pastime is a mysterious, marvelous matter. For our favorite fads, we often find ourselves opening our wallets without so much as a second thought. Even I am no stranger to that. But I digress. This time, we saw these songbirds and seneschal princes for ourselves, to fully fathom what all the fuss is about, provided we have permission from the Royal Seneschal. Welcome back. How fared the interviews? They went well, wonderfully well, in fact. As our last task, we wish to watch one of the performances, if we are welcome to do so. By all means, I'd love nothing more than to read of your impressions when all is properly published. For more objective observation, I'd like to spectate the show from afar. I ask you to take to the crowds. Excellent. Enjoy the event, and we will reconvene once the stage is settled. The handmaiden there will furnish you with a set of songbird-themed attire and portal illumination. Once you've obtained what you require, you need only wait for the opportune moment to join the crowd. What do I go with? Let's go with blue. Now we wait. Can't use these yet. Oh, fake join. Fascinating. I think this event goes for too long, I'll be real. Like, at least let me mash the button or something. Like, let me cheer multiple times instead of just kinda hitting it once and then waiting for... And my thanks for your participation, adventurer. Your fervor out in the crowd did not go unnoticed. My, what a marvelous, masterful performance! Even from a distance, I cannot help but offer a round of ardent applause. The fans' passion burned with brilliance that was all but blinding, matching only by the fiery fervor of the performance. I see now why so many are drawn to such shows. Now, it's time I inquired about your immense involvement. How did you feel to savor the sights and sounds of such a spectacle? This is the answer you give when you're not reading the quest line. Excellent, excellent. Thank you for your thought. I shall account for your attendance in my article. With this, I should be able to pen the perfect piece. But I dare say, not delay. Little Lady stays only so long after all. I give you my gratitude, adventurer. You have earned your rightful reward. I must take my leave, but may the fates see fit for us to meet again. It's a pleasure to see you enjoying the show. Do not hesitate to join again if you feel so inclined. We have plenty of performances scheduled. I offer you my gratitude for aiding Gerald Thurl and wish you a wonderful Little Lady's Day. I'll have to come back later and do this again to get the shirts. Have to do it 2 more times to get the shirts even. But for now, yeah, it's the smile and nod answer, but also it's like pretend you have any clue what's going on here is also the I don't know which one to choose because I have no clue what's going on here. But they gave me an out. Well, those are fun. Alright. But with that complete, there's like actual story to be done. I think you're at the lowest level still. 39, 39, 35, yeah. Wrath of the Titan! Titan! Oh, right. We have to do the Company of Heroes quest. Who are you calling a goober? I am no goober. Also, you have every right to make a party yourself. Hail, adventurer, and welcome to Strum Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, speak to the personnel officer. Unless you're the guest we've been told to expect. Ahem. Forgive me, madame. To business, then? It is, as we told the antecedent, the kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in incredible numbers from Ogormoro. Our scouts sequentially confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Thank you, High Commander. May I leave the rest to me? What has spread of your accomplishments, Aelin? On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for heeding our call. Forget the lack of forewarning. Forget the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Aelin personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the Kobolds plagued our people, nor is this the first time we've had to address the primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose and threatened the peace, it was the Company of Heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look for another brave soul blessed with the strength to face this foe. So, it is that we turn now to the science of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you're right. Yet, the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands, and no blood would be shed? And was it not the Minsons who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with great care, Lady Ashtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Really do I claim it? Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Silamin's citizenry are, of course, a paramount concern. Already, we have observed disruptions in the flow of aether there inland, the effects that will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you. I know the need is great. Can I count on your help, Aelin? You have my thanks, along with our full support of the Maelstrom. I wait good tidings. That the Kobold should summon Titan demonstrates they're no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must need to prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe. And I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It's said that one of them is employed in the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lenosi. Quite why a mercenary would choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhaps you could ask him for me? I meanwhile shall seek his fellows. Why would he choose to become a miller? Well, you see, when you spend your life nearly dying, sometimes you want to do something just easy that won't nearly get you killed. I love when you're running on this dog and emote, he just stops moving his feet but continues moving forward. You did miss me play with glow sticks. I still have to go back and do it again sometime for the shirts, but for now, we are off to the company of Hero. Actually, let's unlock the mist quickly, because we're here. Baby Ben's off killing shit. Raren, are you just murdering things just for fun? Best views? I don't give a flying fuck. Man. We've had their account since today. Clearly, they are a legit person. Trying to sell me on legit things. There we go. Now we have a free company. Free company. What? What? I don't know. Words. Hard. I don't know. Now we have another residential district unlocked. I was definitely thinking now we could get a free company house there, and just said now we have a free company. And none of that made sense. We don't even have a company house. We just, I just unlocked another residential district. We can get it. Quay! That was a very aggressive quay. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Hello, sir. Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find you last or three. Got something to say, Venture? Or just keep staring? Eh? You want to know about the company of yours? I know it was an aggressive question. You didn't do anything wrong. Something's wrong with me tonight, apparently. Ah, hell's price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? I see. Alright, let me get a timer up. 5 minutes. Timer. Not 1 hour. We're doing 5 minutes. And that is starting now. Mad at me because I aggressively quayed. Still seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Tractome was a company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Ha 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 ha. So you want to hear a tale of how a company of heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle, like legends of old. Me and boys fought him for 3 days and nights, we did. Ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit ye, girl, it felt like a cannonball to a gut. Ah! Just like that. Boy, what's that look for? I'm God's damn hero, I'll have you know. People around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Well, too bad. 'Cause now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you tell me a favor and kill those rats that have been making a nest by a windmill just south of here? Aye, do that, then we'll talk. I have to do something to make words make sense. They are a company of heroes, not otherwise stated. Hello, rats. Also, I thought Y'shtola was off finding other people. What's she doing here? I have made it more than halfway through my timer. Hi, Shola. Eh? Still beasties? That doesn't even make sense. It's fine. I did, are they? Nice work, Venture. Saves me a hassle of, never mind. I'm sure they did. What? You still asking about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy, a kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do. But unless you prove you have what it takes to face that bastard, I cannot in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you'd need to be capable of slaying, say, a Gubu. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down, quick with a skilled axeman like myself. Any road. Why don't you try heading due west and standing lookout case Gubu comes calling? Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Did I say the right before my timer went off? I don't think I did, but I will restart the timer anyways. Okay, can I reset? I don't think I did. I did say ye like 4 times in that sentence because he kept saying ye. Either way, I will restart it. And go be on lookout for a Gubu. I love how this guy's like, I'm a great and mighty hero. Go kill a Gubu. That is equivalent to Titan. He also calls it Titus, but you know. Eh? You again? That Gubu that was harassing Millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, adventure. Still, you took forever and a day to get a job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. That took seconds, dude. Like, literal seconds. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew a tracked him. You're in here drunk again? If you are, that Gubu has better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You had me word on that. Cleave the beast skull in two with me trusty axe I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me the truth. Was it Trakshum who slew that Gubu, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Trakshum. Finest axeman ever to serve in a company of heroes. A legendary mercenary who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drunken sodden dream? A company of heroes slew Titus. You're a bloody halfwit. See, Titus was what me and a lads used to call him. That's a big load of Sahagin shite if I've ever heard. Both of you outside. We'll learn a truth the Meanson way. Traktum, if you didn't slay that Gubu, you may consider your contract revoked. Alright. There we go. You can see we are into the negatives. So we are dismissing that timer. I don't know how loudly the beeping came through, but... I did the thing. And the company of heroes has become a company of heroes. Alright, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulders will be... The arms! Bleeding arms! Alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief. Please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson. Honest I have. Save your blubbering, Trakshum. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I keep getting turned away by all the folks asking for work and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol and there was a grizzled marauder everyone treats like royalty. When I heard he was the captain of the company of heroes, I finally understood why. Sir, I wasn't being serious when I said it was one of them, but you went and believed me, look, his name was Whiskate. Alright? Whiskate. Whiskate? Whatever. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus or whatever the hell the thing's name is. That's what you wanted, isn't it? So come on, then. Tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. He's standing right there. I could say whatever words I want, but that doesn't really constitute vouching for you. Let's see how far I get before my ride spawns behind me and starts chasing me down. I know. I just thought it'd be a interesting test. That's why I didn't get on my mount, because I just thought it'd be funny. I see a shadow coming. Be fun. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Linth and Lamita are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales. Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She has blessed the power that protects her from the primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tampered. Useful, but it won't be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was fought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will. We mean to try. Though our lives we forfeit, we will not abandon Alimsa to the wrath of Titan. You're passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Gomorrah on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurance that you are more than common adventurer. I oversee the security for Master Gegeruju estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, men! Have you heard nothing I have said? Ye have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogoromo. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce the man's demands. Yet, much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. God damn it, Yashola. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Yeah, very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsula means hangs in the balance. I don't want to do trivial shit. You do it. Master Gigeruju requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I get you to the true task, I would like to verify that it won't be a waste of my time. And Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want a large slimy creature anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with a herring. Slay Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring the leg as proof of the kill. Hello, you giant frog. I wonder if people eat their legs like frog legs, but these are much bigger and meatier. Well, they deal with the next. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing in this way, you should know that we have an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of yours, but I knew for a fact that he did not. Anyways, Now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future. Master Gagurju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. So, while money is no object, not everything Master Gagurju desires can be easily purchased. It is to be extremely exotic feast. And so, Aelin, your mission is to seek out and obtain rare ingredients for our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I'll have you travel through the South Shroud and speak with Landinel. I keep trying to add letters. Landinel at Camp Tranquil. But you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Craigs? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Alright. Where are we heading? Yeah, so teleporting straight there. So it doesn't matter! You require assistance, adventurer. So, this is the one who would challenge Titan? I've been expecting you, Aelin. The ingredient you seek is an egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquiring should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in an attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Dator here being a rare exception. I've had go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen with no taste for drink, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So, understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Fascinating. Fascinating way of threatening people. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in the nest to the east of here. Just right for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. This man is a fucking piece of work. The mother never strays far from the children, and you'll surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Aelin. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in the swamp. This guy's a right asshole. That reminds me of like some of you may die, and that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Hello, Mama. Sorry I'm stealing your egg. I know, I deserve for you to be mad at me. Sorry. I thought you might have a good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I'll see it gets to the captain. You should make haste to Southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you'll find a man named Adonun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Aelin. Your business adventurer. Yeah. So this is the one sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Persistent bugger. Very well. Let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battles. There's no mistaking that. And you did manage to obtain the Adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I'm the nun. Many years ago, I jumped the company of heroes to hone my skills. Instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready, even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient and cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claim my position, and that is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sand do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized by a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your task, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only a worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay the old warrior, and bring me back his necklace. I love the idea that that big chocobo drawn carriage are trying to hide behind that little tiny rock. I'm pretty sure you can see him if you turned your head. Just saying. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belongs to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he'd be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Do you discern my intent? Or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Yeah. Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point in dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number, rare breeds demand, and so Their meat is highly prized delicacy. Its only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. This worm prey on smaller creatures of the gully. A fresh slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There's an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location of where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm to a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Not far, but I'm going to take my ride anyways. Put the Uber to good use. Big hill. This is so stupid. There we go. Look at that sunset. Fine, I'll fight you first. I wasn't going to. You provoked me. To him! You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Aelin. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Warskiat. Worry not, you have my word that he'll receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say I know not of its location. For nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Risquiat's counsel. But hold a moment, since you're meeting the captain again soon, there's something I'd like you to deliver to him for me. The captain was always fond of this brandy wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his right to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. I, Risquiat, was a firm yet fair teacher, and an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Aelin. Well met, Aelin. Glendolen and Oda and Nun both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ah, my favorite. I shall thank the nun personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldernal this time to obtain it. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect the last ingredient. Brave Fox, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and their delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but turn to you and your allies. Make haste to the Hidden Falls dock and speak with Ozu Nazun, and he will direct you to the Raincat Gully, where Brave Fox and her people have made their home. Who's ready for a dungeon? Really? Why the hurry, adventurer? Something happened over the Gobi settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder and she'll ferry you to Raincash's Gully. Okay. Now we can just fly over to Longstop. Who needs to actually take the ferryman? Off to Brave Fox Longstop we go! Time to try to steal back Meowdy Mouse. Tongue flaps of whiskey been reaching ears of Brayflocks. Uplander has come from tasty fresh gobby treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beast chase Gooby Flock from homes. Gobby Flock needs goodly Uplander to give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. Those were indeed a set of words. Sure. We'll go ninja. Why not? Whee! Alright, let's go. Think we can make it all the way to Titan tonight? Probably. Been streaming for what, like 2 hours? Something like that, pretty close. I don't have AoE. Literally no AoE at this level, it's sad. This guy hanging out back here pisses me off. My first instinct is actually to go save all the Gubus, but also I'm like, I don't need to save all the Gubus. Level 40 rogue. Hell yeah. Oh no, can I get close enough over there for it to consider to reveal? No. I have to go back the other way if I want to reveal that part of the map. Which I might just do once we are done this. I'll just backtrack and go finish revealing the map. Okay. I don't know what's up with me. Just like all of a sudden, I can sleep. Sleep sounds nice. It's only 8:30. I'm not going to bed anytime soon. That's a blue mage spell. Sir. Would you kindly not kidnap my cat boy? I needed a 6. That's sad. Still got it. Remember the last time I was seriously rolling for gear in a dungeon? Been a while. I'm tired. I see a jackal in chat. Hello, Jack. Time to go on a little adventure to finish mapping the realm. Is that a Mighty guy from HSR cosplayer? That is a Mighty cosplay, yes. Meowdy Mouse. Why is the healer still in here? Just chilling at the end while I run around and do my bullshit. They could leave at any time. You don't need to wait for me to go back to the beginning. We are here to kill chaos. Ah, I see. It's coming. Maybe? Come on. See the point ravine pop up, but no sound. Fascinating. Scared to hit it again, in case it comes up twice. But, we're gonna live with it if it does. Give me a second, because you deserve your point ravine.
We are here to kill chaos. We must kill chaos. My quest is to kill chaos. Chaos will die. I can't fucking stand chaos. He pisses me off. Chaos won't escape. Chaos killed my wife and fucked my dog and recorded it. Chaos. I have the MP4 on my MacBook. Chaos is a loser nerd with no friends. Chaos. This is the shrine of chaos. Chaos. We're here. Mom said it's my turn to kill chaos. We are here to kill chaos. Chaos. That's my mission. I hate chaos so much, it's unreal. Chaos will be waiting. I only know one thing. Chaos. I want to kill chaos. I can smell chaos, so I think he's around. This is the shrine to chaos. I just shit my pants. He's here. Chaos. Chaos pissed on my doormat. Chaos. He was trying to draw his own face with his piss. Chaos is the speed-eating champion in Scranton, Pennsylvania, Chalupa Division. Chaos. I won't rest until chaos is defeated. Chaos hates capitalism, and yet he participates in it. Ironic. Chaos. Fucking piece of shit. I hate that guy. I won't forgive Chaos. Chaos. Chaos bought the last Skylander at my local Toys R Us. Chaos. Even though he knew I wanted it. I'm going to kill Chaos. Chaos. Chaos can't even bench one plate. I know that Chaos is here. Chaos is Team Edward, but I haven't seen Twilight yet, so I don't know if I'll agree with that. This is the end for Chaos. I should have known Chaos was behind Chaos won't stand in my path. Chaos will taste my revenge. Chaos does a lot of volunteer work. Chaos. And makes a big impact in his community. Chaos. I hope Chaos doesn't think my shirt is weird. His opinion means a lot to me. Chaos. Chaos downloaded a bunch of dolphin porn onto my computer. That's how come it's on there. Chaos. Who are you?
I am Chaos.
We are here to kill chaos.
Time
we
to try
must
to read over
kill chaos. My quest is to kill
Goody
chaos. Chaos will
thanks
die.
to
I
Goody
can't
Flop.
fucking stand chaos. He pisses me off. Chaos won't escape. Chaos killed my wife and
Slightly
fucked my
beast
dog
was
and
Trixie
recorded it.
Foe,
Chaos. I
but
have the MP4 on my
Uplander with
MacBook. Chaos is a
friends,
loser
making
nerd
Uplander
with no
has
friends. Chaos.
goodly heads
This is
for
the
fighting
shrine of chaos.
think.
Chaos. We're here. Mom said it's
Brave
my
Fox,
turn to
happy
kill
give
chaos. We are here to
tasty,
kill
fresh gobby
chaos.
treats.
Chaos. That's my mission. I hate chaos
to
so
Clever
much, it's
Uplander.
unreal. Chaos will be waiting. I only know one thing. Chaos. I want to kill chaos. I can smell chaos,
stinky,
so I think
sweet
he's around.
gobby treat.
This is the shrine
Special
to
make
chaos. I
secret
just
gobby.
shit my pants. He's here. Chaos. Chaos pissed on my doormat. Chaos. He was trying to draw his own face with his piss. Chaos is the
No
speed-eating
party
champion
complete
in
with the
Scranton,
Gobby
Pennsylvania,
Gouda. Brave
Chalupa
Fox
Division.
never
Chaos.
saves.
I won't rest until chaos is defeated. Chaos hates capitalism, and yet he participates in it. Ironic. Chaos. Fucking piece of shit. I hate that guy. I won't forgive Chaos. Chaos. Chaos bought the last Skylander at my local Toys R Us. Chaos. Even though he knew I wanted it. I'm going to kill Chaos. Chaos. Chaos can't even bench one plate. I know that Chaos is here. Chaos is Team Edward, but I haven't seen Twilight yet, so I don't know if I'll agree with that. This is the end for Chaos. I should have known Chaos was behind Chaos won't stand in my path. Chaos will taste my revenge. Chaos does a lot of volunteer work. Chaos. And makes a big impact in his community. Chaos. Bitch. I hope Chaos doesn't think my shirt is weird. His opinion means a lot to me. Chaos. Chaos downloaded a bunch of dolphin porn onto my computer. That's how come it's on there. Chaos. Who are you?
I am Chaos.
You know, he might be a big deal, but, I also think he's a little piece of shit. Appreciated, friend. I gather you solved Bray Fox's little problem. By the gods, that unholy stench! This is definitely goblin cheese. I mean, that is entirely fair. It is a little obnoxious, and I only played it a second time because I feared the first time wasn't going to play. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. How is it made? Best remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned the kind of milk they use. Bravo, Aelin. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with the marvels of the banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exotic aperitif? Luckily, I know someone to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamami Lomami, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you wonder if it's merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lomani my regards. Off to Wineport! Diddle-oo! Right. Should go back on. On it now since that's what an action. Leveling. Sweet grime and blood. Hi, Eureka Blood, an adventurer unless I'm mistaken? What brings you to Wineport? In order, let me guess, a request for the finest vintage I can muster. Paper smells of loam and perfume, Cosa del Sol. And there's also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigeruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Dear Twice and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exhaustive feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Yeah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of dedication was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Saying what you will about the nature of that work, you cannot deny it pays well. But you grow impatient, and Weiskat must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Birle Grant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow, I doubt he'll be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must need beg his assistance. What's this? Oh. We're not going to read this quest, but it's good to have, good to work on. What rank amateur bottled this wine? Its impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion. I do not care for interruptions. That Nephite Vinter bid you to speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has a palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. That is harsh. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say that I'm surprised. Well, there's no denying his passionate skill. The wine baron of Linsa is no man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with the suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of the product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, Viognier Vagrons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never before seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, most complex, most flavorful of all wines. The legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege of sampling that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I was tasting the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh, was one with all creation. But, as it is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Bürgerland to part with his wines, the next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine to offer them every gill we can spare. We've heard rumor that there's one of the Vigorons tending to the vineyard might have one of their own bottle. Perhaps we could start with speaking to them. Bacchus wine? Don't remind me. I used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Though I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements, I never counted on bloody Primal blowing up my goddamn house. That's fair. That one's hard to predict. If you were prepared for a Primal blowing up your house, I would be utterly shocked and confused. What, do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend. We're a few years too late. No luck, Most regrettable. We had to try. But Bacchus wine could have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due to in part my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Okamoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think the wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. Sure, why not? Whatever. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine makes me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there's much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I cannot bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear I shall find a suitable wine for this banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there's a favor I'd ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect it was looking for a place to die, because I nearly found one not far from here. It was there the man named Dress took me in, nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me find my new calling. Though I'm still a novice in the art of winemaking, I would like him to know that I'm pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I'd be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dress sometimes works at Raincatcher's Gully Dock. Perhaps Viscaclet can tell you where to find him. Alright, have a good night, Queen. While we're here, we'll stop and talk to this dude. I'm not heading up to Upper Lenosi, my apologies. That will come next time we have to go up there. We're doing other side quests. Away! Person up here. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? I tossed him a few gil when he needs when we need an extra pair of hands. Doesn't talk about himself. I'm sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone. I say, you have in mind to find him though? Head southwest to this severed string. That coral really just said, fuck your ride. What do you want? Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? I... Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I want to fight. Please, make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Poor man. Is there any more swarms? The bots killed them all on me. Oh, there's one over there. Hi, Giboo. Anything respawning yet? Ah, yes, the two up here are respawned. Of course, I only need one of these two now, but we're gonna kill both of them. There we go. Not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after my comrades and I... even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands, just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. I wish to thank Shamami for the wine that was overly kind. He'd be willing to bear a gift back to him. Last night at Red Mantis Falls, I collected sap from a nearby palm tree. If placed in a coconut shell and served for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shamami for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope one day to do the same. I feel really bad for this man. It's like PTSD from fighting for the Garleans, but he doesn't even really support the Garleans. He's just a conscript after his land was taken over by them. Now he's stuck all the way here and just wants to go home. That's so sad! Alright, back to Wineport we go. Oh, we're in the wrong place. There we go. Where am I being spirited off to? Why are we looking over Garlean territory? Mighty, we're not picking a fight right now. You guys are a little scary for me. Mighty. Mighty, please. Where are we going? I gave you a pin. Way over here. That's what I get for trusting Mighty Moses' directions. Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. Drive by, drop and run. Crown Prince of Terminoan. My ass. Appreciated. It's been some time, Aelin. What news do you have of Drest? Ah, yes, I recall. He did have some knowledge of winemaking. Simplistic, but nevertheless effective method of utilizing natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy the batch before it spoils. Not so different, Drest and I, two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I pay him a visit. Thanks for looking after him, Aelin. By the gods, Aelin, listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've discovered something extraordinary about Drest palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I had gone mad before, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of Bacchus grapevines. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher's Gully, there's a legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Why are we going all the way back? I love how Alpha gets the sidecar and you have to hang on to the tire in the back. The most wild part about doing all this is that we're still trying to just find a wine for a party that's happening imminently. Which you're not making wine overnight. Oh, hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. I didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south. But I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh scuba tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from vines grown on the back of one of such beasts. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gooblies are more territorial than others. You may have to defend yourself. Unfortunately, Mighty, I'm not going far enough to go on a date with you right now. Later, though. Look at them on their nice little date. Why can't we just grab one of these bottles of wine? That would be handy, wouldn't it? What did Dress have to say, Aelin? Tell me everything. I was right. The smell, the texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe the common inventor, novice Venter could. Aelin there with the shut the fuck up. What? 12 says my witness, it is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What, you'd offer this to me, but why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Byrgland. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern in Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't... Wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, could it possibly be? A 1574 Bacchus? That's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection for years. I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. I would savor... It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Garuju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Aelin. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. Ah, but do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Whiskey... Whatever. I say it different every time. Well, I'd very much like to drink it, but I'm a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. I hope that this man hires our young little... He's not young, but... Our little friend here to actually help work and make his wine after saving it so he can learn properly and slowly become the best of the best. Off to Costa del Sol. Also, yes, we are drinking and flying because our thing we're flying on is sentient. So as long as they're not drinking, we're good. We have a sentient being escorting us on our date. And thus, as long as they're not drunk, it's not drunk driving. Or drunk flying. Your prolonged absence is beginning to concern me, so what of the wine I asked you to bring? Is that 7 hells? It's 1547 Bacchus. Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you. But congratulations, Aelin. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the length you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her the banquet's about to begin. You have the look of a woman who's been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor. And this, while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I would have accepted my lot with less grace. Lady Ashula! Lady Fireheart! 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware that, were of your true identity, madame. Had I known, I would have never permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I'd send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Aelin has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you'd be good to enlighten her. Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense in hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured not by their reputation but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be godslayers by his own criteria. If even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making the difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit to the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Aelin with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I'm sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She's willing to walk into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that could cost her life. Her skills is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as a child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opponent presented itself. Too many adventurers these days only care for fortune and gold. Aylin, however, is kind and generous soul. I am certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who'd gladly fight at her side. Willie Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for mighty rockmen. I can only concur with my colleague's assessment. We five of the company of heroes hereby judge you as a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Craigs, Aylin Fireheart, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. With formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. I summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Aylin Fireheart, Titan's Bane. Aylin Fireheart, Titan's Bane! Alright. With that, we will finish. No, we'll do another quest or two. I don't know how. Congratulations, Sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. That is a sentence. Okay. When you face the Lord of Craigs, think not of Link to Laminsa, Eorzea, or anything beyond the chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember, there's no greater victory that was ever achieved alone. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot come to rescue this time. Ah, Aylin, you brave fool. Promise me that when meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landon's Ellis sends his regards. You are a veteran of countless battles, Aylin. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with the fortitude of rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. You are kind to indulge them, Aylin's banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor in the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we'll show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosi. There you'll meet with Real, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that his knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you've given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loud at the 3 locations I marked. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize it may seem excessive now, but you will see it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risk inherent in our method. Alright, with that, I think I am going to end it there. We did the Company of Heroes quest line though, and next week we are fighting Titan. But until such time, we are going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me on this little adventure through the Company of Heroes and Little Lady Say. Titan is fucked next week, but until then, have a lovely weekend and into next week. See y'all next time.